Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean. Please welcome astrologer extraordinaire Valerie from Illumination Portal. Hi, Val.
Hi, Jean. Thank you. That was very nice of you. Thank you.
And Valerie is much more than an astrologer, but an amazing, one of our favorite astrologers here. And we're going to be talking a little bit about the highlights of
Mm,
the Pluto being in Aquarius and the Aquarius season overall. And Val is also going to be, you'll see Val quite a lot this week. It's a busy week for her. And
yeah.
Val, why don't you tell everybody where you'll be later on today?
Okay, I will be with the Crone Zone at 3 o'clock Eastern, um, noon Pacific today. And
Wonderful. Yeah, and you have a busy week coming up.
I do on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. I'll be with Deborah Zakow, um, and discussing. She's a numerologist, so we're going to kind of play numerology, astrology stuff, information coming up. So it's really cool, yeah.
Wow.
And then on Wednesday, I'm with Debbie Dimmitt at 1 p.m. Eastern. Is that 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Pacific, and she's an animal communicator and healer. So that's
Wow.
going to be really cool. And then Friday, Jean and I and Diana will be together at 7 on my channel, Illumination Portal, discussing the new moon in Aquarius fully.
That's amazing. That's
So,
what a action-packed week. So
yeah,
we're not gonna tire you out here, but we're definitely want to know a lot more about some highlights of what is coming up. And it's not and like you said to me last week, you said it bears repeating because sometimes different people hear it a little bit differently in a different way, and it makes sense in a different way. But we're just going to give you the highlights today, and then we're all going to go over to the Crone Zone and watch them dive deep in there over there. So I see Sandy is here. Hi, Sandy, visual thinker, and Joyful Journey is here, and Janet and Nancy and Teresa, Leanne. Thank you everybody for being here. It's so nice to see everybody. We will also be offering. We're going to be doing some readings, some card readings or general readings after we do the overview, since it's a big astrology week for Valerie.
it's a big week.
Hey, hi Fatima, how are you? Nice to see you.
Oh,
So, Val, the big thing for me right now is that all of the planets are all direct, and Uranus is now direct, and also in is Uranus in? Yeah, it's in Aquarius, right?
no, Uranus is in Taurus, and it's going to be conjunct with Jupiter April 20th. Now that's big. That's going to be a big aspect too. And he's been there for quite a while. He goes back and forth. He just came out of retrograde right a week after. Well, I don't even think it was. Yeah, it was exactly a week after the Sun and Pluto entered Aquarius. Um, Uranus was the last planet to go direct. Now that's important because Uranus rules Aquarius. And okay, so you got to think of Aquarius as quirky, unusual, outside the box, innovative, shocking, surprising. So a lot of us might be getting information coming to us that's like, wow, I never saw that or something. But it's to help humanity elevate in energy, because okay, if you think Aquarius rules energy. It's our every moment, day to day. Well, let's just use it like this. Aquarius is the frequency, vibration, resonance, rhythm of all the energy. Okay, and now you got to think all planets are energetic, and um, they all have certain attributes. But this is what Aquarius does. This Aquarius changes uh, humanity on an energetic level, if that makes sense. Does that
Wow.
make sense?
That is so beautiful and so welcoming. I almost feel like a
Yeah.
sigh of relief when you said that.
Yeah.
Aquarius rules the humanity on an energetic level. And I'm like, oh, I just
Yeah.
feel like, oh,
I do
it
too.
just, it feels like that to me. Go
I do
ahead.
too. Well, that's because Aquarius, above everything, Aquarius is about freedom. Okay, so if we think of energy, it's got to have the freedom to go where it wants to go, to to match that similar frequency, right? So everything is about freedom for Aquarius. Humanitarianism, um, being in a person or a collective in integrity, in being ethical, being in truth. There's no BS in Aquarius. Like they can technically feel it. And we all have Aquarius in us. So let me say that first. We all have this BS detector inside of us. And we generally our hearts feel when the truth is being spoken to us. And
Mm.
I would say that's part of our Aquarius attributes inside of us.
Yeah. I heard somebody tell me once, um, I said, I said, I feel like I can tell when people are lying. And
Hmm.
they said, Jean, what you feel is you can feel when they tell the truth has a resonance, has a frequency
Yeah.
to it. And when they're not telling the truth, there's an absence. So it's not that you can tell when they're lying, you can tell when they're not telling the truth.
There you go.
That the truth has the power and the resonance and the frequency, and when they're lying, it's absent, it's blank, it's empty. And I thought, that's
Beautiful.
right, that's how that I never, it just turned everything around. And this is how simple and how
Mm,
profound Aquarius can be. It can be not only that you can tell a lie, but that it's the truth that you're focusing on, but you can tell it reveals the lie because of the absence and the blankness. It's almost
mm,
like, because those two things mean the same thing, but you're looking at it at a different way, and the
mhm,
energy is coming to you in a different way. This is what I feel has an Aquarius quality as well. And when you were talking, Val, I also wrote down leadership. It's time for leadership. And what I mean by that is starting your own business,
yes.
getting the promotion at your job, having a family, starting a family, and being a leader of your family.
Mhm,
Independence, in the sense that you may want to move away from your nuclear family and start, a new existence in a new state somewhere. Like
mhm,
this empowerment of being independent and being innovative and having leadership in our own lives. And that's
mhm.
what I mean by those words. They can mean many different things.
Yeah, it's wow, that is beautifully stated because Aquarius is not easy to label, right? In fact, they don't like labels at all, or that's not because they're known for being quirky. They're known for being unusual, and you just never know what to expect. And this kind of is when the energy hits us that way. Like we could have been thinking one way all 60 years, and then all of a sudden just the way someone said something to you or explained something to you, you understand it on a totally different level, just like what happened to you. And Aquarius is inspiring, in spirit, because it is, well, everything spirit to me, but especially astrology. But it's a open-minded thinking and having that vision to see the big picture. Like, what do this is a question that my guides keep bringing up. What does this new society look like? This spiritually based, open, heart-centered society. Honesty, truth, being ethical, and these are all attributes that Aquarius. I mean, that's what Aquarius is. Now mix it with Pluto, right? Pluto is known for death and rebirth, and a lot of people are afraid of that. He will transform things that are not in integrity. and that's he's the same way. It's got to be honest. It's got to be truthful. It's got to be authentic. And if you're, or let's use the government. If a government is not being honest and authentic, and all the people know this, we kind of silently know this, and you wish for a better setup on your government. Well, that's about to come in for the whole world, across the board, because it has to level up. As we level up in frequency and ascend, so does everything around us, everything that we are in a relationship with. That's really cool.
Absolutely. And what Aquarius is also saying to me, that these things, the leadership, the innovation, the inspiration, it's all for the benefit of the greater good.
Absolutely. It's
And
collective.
the collective and the
Mhm.
sharing, being in sharing
Mhm.
information, sharing time, sharing resources, sharing it just and collaborating and being in a community, and helping your neighbor. It's very much it's so it's like a it's such a difference from where we were recently, that it had to get so opposite in order for us to come into this new energy. And I think that's what Pluto did.
Yeah.
He made sure that all of that has ended before we came in to start building new.
Mm. And that really is what Pluto's been doing. He's been in every sign. It takes about 20 years in each sign. So it's a slow process, right? But as Pluto was in Capricorn, and then he will go back for 2 months later on this year, he's showing us, he shows you everything that's not on the up and up, that that is not honest, that is not in integrity. So every time he had went back into Capricorn, shows you some more of the, and we can tell by the news, by the things that are going through the airwaves, through the energy waves, right? And then when he gets with Aquarius, you kind of, they did get together in March, and I could feel it was just like that. Oh my goodness, I could breathe, but Aquarius is like, oh, well, this is wrong, this is wrong. Then how do we work all these different aspects of life for all of humanity? How does everyone get a seat at the table, and everyone matters? And as long as we're in truth, and our goal is for the betterment of humanity, that you got to think that's been going on too. It hasn't been in the news, or it hasn't been had the microscope or any focus on it, but there's billions of people working for a better world, all every day, everywhere, and we
And
just hear these little snippets. Go ahead.
mhm,
Sorry.
mhm. Now, and us and you, all of you out there,
Yeah.
it's the opportunity. I'm sure these seeds have been planted, and these wishes and these intentions of, even like if you wanted to start a garden, or if you wanted to, do a book share out front where your mailbox is or something, whatever it is that you've been thinking about, that you've wanted to do, that you were hoping for, this is the time where you'll have this energy to be innovative, and to take the initiative and step out and do that. I just, oh my gosh, wow, Sonia, wow, very nice. So we are going to be taking questions. We're going to be doing readings, and I see that a couple of you have already put your questions in caps. Thank you very much. And I just wanted to say hi to Wiki, and Wiki says she's a Gemini with Aquarius ascendant. Now,
Mhm.
Aquarius, your ascendant is what other people see. Can you just help us a little bit about
Yeah.
what that means?
Aquarius rules, okay, the ascendant, sorry, rules the first house. Okay, the traditional ruler of the first house, because every house has a house ruler. And I don't mean to make it confusing, but that's Aries. That's always there. So you take Aries, and I take Aquarius, because Aries is I am. So it's how I present myself. It's how I walk, talk, eat, sleep, all the things I do. Right now, that Aquarius ascendant is again getting the to me, all the air signs, and Gemini's an air sign too, receive the downloads. They receive them. They can process them. Their brains work so fast that they can make it make sense. Bring that information constantly and always learning. Oh, always wanting to know why. Those are usually the air signs.
So
So,
what does it mean when she's a sun sign of Gemini? I mean, that's when she was born during the sign of Gemini. But
mhm.
what is the sun? Is that what other people see, or is that what we think we portray? If there's I
Well,
am I
I think we portray the sun and the ascendant, but like I was saying earlier, like there may be times we're all 12 signs. I mean, we just are. And there might be times where your Mars is showing more than your ascendant. It's just how it is. And
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
remember those days.
yeah, okay. So when you're feisty and angry or challenged, you're just like, oh, that's your Mars
Mhm,
coming in. And you
mhm.
want to call in all your backup to help Mars, because Mars can react, maybe depending on where he is, a little uh too harshly.
Fiery.
Yeah.
Yeah, fiery, yeah. So
So
when you have a sun sign, an ascendant, and a moon, this is like a brief overview. This is just an
right,
overview of like what you see first, what the highlight of who our personality or our
right.
characterization might be. And it's like a guideline, but it's not actually everything that you are all 12 months of every year. And
Yeah,
that's important to know. And
right.
so thank you, Wiki, for bringing that in and for sharing this. Look at Nico, how cute. And I love she's changing it. I want to see everyone. I want to see everyone, Wiki. And she had a picture before and now she changed it to another cute one.
Oh,
Um,
oh, Wiki.
and so I like that she says she's Gemini with Aquarius ascendant because she's
Mhm.
identifying with this Aquarius and how big it
Brilliant.
is with us
Hmm.
being here. And I think that's important for us to kind of get to know that.
Yeah,
Um,
because say this. Okay, we're in Aquarius season now when the sun changes signs, right? If you know your chart, see where Aquarius is in your chart. And every season, right? Like on the 20th of February, 2021, we'll be in Pisces. See where Pisces is. See because the planets are talking back and forth to each other. And when you narrow it down, okay, I also have Aquarius ascendant. So it's in my first house. That's going to change like a lot of what Wiki and I experience coming this next year, because that that significant change, either how you look, where you live, what you drive, where you work, it's something that is you all the time, pretty much 24 hours a day, is being affected. So yeah, it's cool to look at where all these things, where they
mhm.
line up for you.
Yeah,
um,
what it
there's
means to you.
yeah,
Mhm.
there's a lot of astrologers that are talking about all this going on, and for ascension, I would suggest Serious Joy, because he can narrow it down, and he does do individual signs.
And he's a
He does
YouTuber, podcaster, and a
yeah,
Instagrammer. He's a social
ex-
media
exactly,
influencer. Yeah,
yeah, and he's brilliant.
he's a
It's
teacher. Yeah.
yeah,
So
he
I just want to say a quick shout out to Ginny. Thanks for coming in. I see you here. And
is.
Pierrette is saying hello. Quick shout out to Pierrette. Thanks for coming. And she says she is an Aquarius. So this is her sun sign.
Yeah.
And yeah. So
Well, think
it's
about this too, Jean. Any of us that the last time the sun was in Aquarius, I mean, the sun and Pluto together were in Aquarius, was 248 years ago. So all of us are being injected with this new energy to go forward with, right? And we haven't been there before. Pluto, okay, the sun does every year, right? Sun goes into Aquarius every year. Pluto hasn't been there for 248 years. There's a lot of catching up. Let's put it that way. And it is all based on what makes your heart smile. What brings um, what do you love and value, literally. I'm not just saying that like in a relationship. We know we love our families. We know we value our families. But what do you personally love and value? Aquariuses are for the collective, but they're very individual too. And we are all going to understand individually where this is motivating us to move forward, going into this new energy, because this is all new. I mean, I know we say this every time, every moon, every new moon, full moon, every time the planets change a sign, but this truly is. I seriously was waiting for this Pluto to enter Aquarius for like 3 years, and I couldn't wait because I knew once it did, humanity would be downloaded with brilliance about how to go forward. So
And,
important.
and like we said in the beginning of the show, that Valerie will be on with the Crone Zone later today at 3 p.m. Eastern, and that's 12 noon Pacific. And she'll be talking about the new moon coming up. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. And
Yes.
and I am getting everybody's questions because we're going to be doing questions next because we're hitting the 20-minute mark here. So what I also wanted to do is tell me again about Mercury and Venus coming into the 0 degree,
Oh,
and say, I picture them like stopping, going through the door and saying hello to Pluto and shaking his hand when they Pluto is in Aquarius at 0 degrees and he's at the
yeah.
threshold. And when
Yeah.
these planets come in, they have to stop and pay homage or pay honor to
Yeah.
Pluto, and they stop and they shake his hand and they dance with him, and then they move on. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
I love how you explain that. Yes. And wow, right? How, again, okay, so tonight, 12:10 a.m. Eastern time, Mercury will move to 0 degree Aquarius, where he will be conjunct together with Pluto. And they will have a talk, because they're updating each other. Is how I see it, like in my head. They update each other on what's happening and where were you last and what's going on. But okay, so that's on the 5th, technically. On the 14th, Valentine's Day, I want to say this. Mars, it will be at 0 degree, conjunct with Pluto at 0 degree Aquarius. So, it could be extremely passionate or it could get a little, dicey or spicy. I don't know. Just keep that in mind. You want to.
Yeah.
And then on the 17th, Venus will come in and be 0 degree Aquarius along with Pluto 0 degree. So
And
this is a big month of, this is the new way forward. How are we going forward?
I feel like Pluto is checking them, like frisking
Yeah,
them and making sure that they don't have anything hidden and that they're all in integrity before they can pass to go into this
absolutely.
pristine Aquarius sign, and that he won't let them pass unless he vets them and make sure that there's no old baggage that they're bringing along with them, that it's all, left behind. He's frisking them and,
Yeah.
and bowing and shaking hands, and then he's letting them pass. Like they
Mhm.
have to pass him in Aquarius before they can go. I love that, Val. I love that. Three planets: Venus, Mercury, and Mars. And
Yes,
it's Mercury, then Mars, then Venus. Is that correct?
yes.
The
Mercury,
order?
yeah, Mercury,
And
Mars, Venus. And then on the 20th, when the just as the sun's about to go into Pisces, we're going to have the North Node conjunct Chiron. Okay, so Chiron in this case is Chiron in Aries. The North Node's in Aries. Uh, they're moving right now in the sky. So this is the transiting. So that means, okay, again, Aries, I am. Yeah, it's a personally, but how do I fit into the collective? Where's that wound? How come I never felt like I was good enough? Maybe that could be the mood. I know I feel that way sometimes. That's going to help clear that going forward. Like all of that old, again, all that old baggage is being, no, it's time to drop it right here and go forward. The North Node is our destiny, all of us. Go forward, free and clear of all that stuff that's been hanging on you for, it could be lifetimes, right?
we have Pluto to thank for that. I can
Yeah.
see him frisking them now and saying, Is this a little baggie of something? You have to leave this behind. Little baggie of guilt. Is this little baggie of guilt or a little baggie of judgment? Leave this judgment behind. None of that. None of that.
Mm,
Oh my gosh, this is
yeah,
wonderful.
it
You're so
really is.
inspiring, Val. You're really very inspiring. You have a magic to you. You have your words, your energy, the way that you share this information is really very inspiring. So I'm so grateful to you for coming on my channel and sharing this great. I mean, and none of this has ever happened in our lifetimes, and
Mm-mm.
we are in a place in the universe where we've never been before as well. So well,
Thank you.
the reason why we're saying this is to let you know that the options or the opportunities are limitless. They're endless. They're infinite. So what used to be last month that you couldn't, get your car to start, go out there now and try and start it. Like there, everything's new. The old reasons and the old paradigm and the old energies are no longer going to be around us. It's all new. So think of things new and take those opportunities that you may not have done before. It's really all very new, and it's up to us to take the leadership, the independence, the innovation to take our step forward in your spiritual progress or growth, or whether it's your relationships, or whether it's your work, or whether it's just your garden.
Yeah,
Whatever it is that you want to do, now's the time to try something new, or to birth that idea that you've always had.
yeah, it's beautiful. And thank you for being so kind to me. And I'm going to say this. This is the last. Okay, so having Pluto, the Sun, both in Aquarius right now. The new moon will be Friday. All these Mars, Mercury, Venus going into Pluto too. We got this. It is magical. It really is. There's no other word for it. It's this magical time. I just got chills really bad. Like this whole month, just think outside the box. Whatever that thing is inside of you that your heart smiles about, but you think maybe, oh, I'm too old or I can't do it or whatever. Don't just ask. Your team will open the doors for you. I promise. I mean, there's just so much going on. Um, but I just get so excited about it. So
I know it is. It is.
it's beautiful.
So, okay, we went over just a little bit. Let me see. Let me see. I got a couple of starred ones here. We don't have a whole lot of time because she has to go over to the crone zone. So I have visual thinker here. Hi, Sandy. She says, do my guides have anything for me for my birthday? She's an Aquarian through and through. Well, let us know
Oh,
what date is your birthday, and do you know your rising, or your what do you is rising ascendant, is that the
yeah,
same thing?
yes,
People
yes.
use different terms and I get confused. So there's moon, rising, and sun sign, but
Hmm.
rising can also be called an ascending. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
let us
Happy
know, Sandy.
birthday. Yeah, let us know. Let us know because wow, it's a powerful year for you. And I mean that, even though it's her birthday and she's an Aquarius, it's extra powerful. But this goes for all of us. It honestly does, you know.
It's on the
Um
10th, the new moon,
oh
and
my
her
God,
and
that's brilliant.
and she's Libra rising.
See, and Libra is in the South Node. So everything that we are wanting to release, like especially emotionally, relationships, unjust, unjust, let it go. You know, let that
Yeah,
Libra just
it's like
take
a
it.
new chapter is going to be starting for you. I'm not sure. You know how our life goes in cycles of seven. So if you're like
Hmm.
42 or 49, or, whatever that is, if you're in a cycle of seven,
Hmm.
but I feel as though this is a new chapter for you because it's the new moon on the 10th, and it's this new Aquarius, and you had to go past Pluto to get in there. And
Yes.
he's frisking you now because you'll be in on the
Yes.
10th.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. I love that. Oh my God, I can see it. It's a perfect visual, and it's for visual thinker too. Oh my gosh, I just love how it all works out. Oh my goodness. Now
All right.
okay, since your birthday is Friday, eh, wow.
I
This
think
week, I want to say this to everybody, but and especially to you, visual thinker, this week is us releasing what no longer serves. I know I've said this over and over, but really believing in your heart about what it is that that you want to create in this new energy as we go forward, because we're in new energy. We're the ones who are deciding how to how what to make with it, how to make it work for us. Look, I got abundance for you.
oh, wow.
And he's
Wow.
a unicorn. And it says, enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. And that's Aquarius. Aquarius, it's unlimited supply. It really is. You
Yeah.
know?
Um, and what I was getting for you, Sandy, is that you will be an integral part of your community. You will be of service to many others who are looking for direction and leadership. I feel as though you're there, almost like the mother duckling, scooping up everybody, all the light workers, and all your, all the people who are sort of like looking and aimlessly, and they don't have a direction, and you are there to help them, point them in their direction, is what I'm feeling. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense, that you'll be integral part of people's lives, and you'll be helping to direct them and show them the way.
And that's interesting, Jean, because that's like the Aquariuses are taking the leadership role. We all have our little vicinity that we work in there, and it could be one person or 1,000 people or more. It's just where we want to show up. Good luck to you, visual thinker. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so.
Thank you very much. Wow. And thanks for being here. She was one of the first ones in out of the gate. So thank you very much. I have Leah Makia. She was like a message from her guides, and she is a Scorpio sun and moon with Cancer rising. Oh
Wow.
my gosh. I don't know what that means, but that's a lot.
that that is a lot. Oh my goodness, very psychic, intuitive,
Ooh,
insightful. There's all water signs there, right? Two Scorpio, Sun and Moon, and Cancer rising. Scorpios though are very literal. They don't even believe they're psychic because they want the facts. Show me the facts. Show me underneath. How did it get to be like that? How can that be? But I mean, we all do this, right? Because everyone here is psychic and intuitive, and I believe in our spiritual community, we're all empaths. But when you know something that, and to navigate, how to navigate that, and where to go. Scorpios don't miss anything, It's now we all grow into our signs, right? But when you're younger, you might. But even these younger Scorpios, they're pretty. They know what's going on. But I got fortune for you. Being in public, healing, like maybe a healer, because I could also be an emotional healer. Leah, is what I'm getting, and it's fruitful, abundant for you going forward. Very protective too. I gotta say that about Scorpios. Very protective. They have a stinger and on the tail for a reason. They can feel way far out. It's a thing with the Scorpios. It's that self sufficiency part. And a lot of Scorpios get told, no, you can't do that. When you're little, can't have that. You can't do that. And, they usually prove people wrong.
it's almost what I see with Leah. And when you're talking about the scorpion with the stinger on the tail, is I see her working like this. And don't you think that she has your back to you? Like, even though she's working like this, there is a stinger out there. There is a something like an antenna or something to
Yeah,
pick up and to pinpoint danger. Like, you have eyes in the back of your head more than
yeah.
anybody, and you know how to protect yourself, even though you may not look like you're watching out. You have something backing you up, that singer
Mhm.
backing you up and watching out for your back. But I would like to maybe suggest that you work on developing and feeling more into that Cancer. And I feel as though the Scorpio Sun Moon may be holding you in that analysis paralysis a little bit, because they are so logical and they are so linear, that this Cancer is more feeling, more go with the flow, more passionate, you know. And so to help balance that Scorpio and Cancer. So that's what I'm feeling. And this is so fun, Val. I never gave readings about this before. This is my first time. But when you tell me what it means, then I can tell you what I see. But I don't know what it means until you tell me.
I love that you said that about the Cancer, about feeling into it, because that's exactly about what this entire month is about. Our feelings are our navigation system. What makes your heart smile and gives you the chills and makes you excited is the way forward. A lot of, I want to say, a lot of humanity has not been allowed that, right? You're not allowed to believe in your feelings. So, blah, blah, whatever. But pay special attention to the feelings, definitely, going forward.
For all of us, if we're Cancer or not, it's for all of us, but especially you, Leah. How special is that? How wonderful! So lovely.
So cool.
Wow, this is really powerful. And the readings this week and something has changed for me in my readings. They've just been really, really deeply felt.
Yeah.
And
Trust. I don't know why that's coming.
I heard that earlier too. So Ginny's saying that's right on for Scorpio, and she's a Scorpio rising. She relates to that as well. And visual thinker Sandy says yes, that she feels like the wise mother of all.
Oh,
perfect.
That is so cool. Yeah, Aquarius is want to care for everybody. And if you're an Aquarius or you're part of you that is Aquarius, wants to be nurturing. They're not known for that though. They're a lot of astrologers want to say they're detached and they don't feel, but that's not true. They feel extremely deeply. That's why they want to care for all of humanity.
Yeah. Thank you for that follow-up, for that feedback, Sandy. We appreciate it. And Warrior Girl has Val's email here. And if you would like to get a reading from Val, it's called a natal chart, a private natal astrology chart reading. Thank you, Warrior Girl. You're so very detailed. And her email is loveucu at 11 or loveucu11@gmail.com. And we're also going to be offering a free reading at the end of the show. If you want to put hashtag Pluto, all capitals, we're going to be doing that at the end of the show. And Leah Makia, how sweet are you? She is so enthralled with the reading. It was a deep reading, Leah. Did you feel it?
Yeah.
It was a deep reading. Thank you very much, Leah, for your generosity and kindness, and all the best to you. That's wonderful for you. Whoa, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
I know. It's like, wow, energy's just shooting everywhere. So cool.
Yeah. Okay. So next we have Leanne Lower, and she says, can I get a message from her guides? So Leanne, it's not required, but if you feel like you'd like to put in your signs in there, you can. If not, we'll just go with what you have there. No problem. We'll get started.
Oh, take.
Yep. Hashtag Pluto, just like this. Just like that. That's perfect, Sonia. No spaces. Make sure that the hashtag and the P, there's no space in between. Yeah, because I just would hate to have somebody not get it because of that. Yeah, so Leanne, she wants a message from her spirit guides.
Leanne, go ahead. Sorry, no. Go ahead if you were going.
No, I was going to say, I want to keep an eye out in case she wants to put something else in there, but go ahead.
No. I'm getting to go inside, to really, really enjoy being inside yourself, in your sacred inner space. This is also like all these messages are for this next week, this month. Like, we can't know how to go forward without taking the time to pause, to take the time to go inside. Is this going to upset somebody if I change my dog? We have to go through all these things of who's going to be maybe bothered by how we choose to go forward. And, we can always do that in a loving, kind manner. But I really don't, I'm really getting that it would benefit you to go inside, to really take the time to be with with your team, the sacredness of your team. I keep getting that word sacred.
Hmm. Absolutely. And Leanne, I'm also feeling for you that there is, try to be kind to yourself and
Mm,
manage your expectations and allow yourself the space for growth and the
mm,
space
mm,
for like for instance, I don't know where you are in your life cycle, but let's say you always wanted to buy a house and here you are in your mid 30s and you haven't bought a house yet. Like give yourself a break, let yourself off
mm,
the hook, manage your expectations, whatever it is that you want, that you think should have happened or shouldn't have happened, whatever, release that. Let give yourself a break and be kind to yourself that you've made it this far and you've
mm,
accomplished what you've accomplished. Like focus on the gratitude and the abundance of what you do have, and take stock in that. And it's the energies have not been there for that new house. Or I'm just saying that as a, I mean, you may be in a different phase of your life, I don't know, but
mm,
I'm just saying that as an example. Like if there's something
mm,
you had expected yourself and you feel like you haven't measured up for some reason, and to really release that, because what we've all been through, we're just be show the gratitude, find the appreciation for what we have accomplished and where we are now and who we are now, and to celebrate that and to release all of those expectations or those judgments on ourselves. I was feeling that as well, Val.
I
So
love
yeah.
that you brought that up because, I think a lot of us feel like, well, I haven't gotten to this. Like this was the goal, this was the prize. There's a reason, though. And what's meant for you will never pass you by, right? But this is something we had to go through these last, well, we're in 2024, these last 248 years to learn a lot on a soul level. So here we are in this time where the age of Pisces is going away, the age of Aquarius is coming in, but dream big. It's open now. I got to say it like that. Since 2012, things felt really restricted.
Yeah.
Now it's open for us. It's open to go forward. Then take that time to go inside though, to really connect to what that means to you, everybody, individually.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. And right, I love that. What's meant for you will never pass you by. I got chills when you said that, Val.
That's what it means.
You got- yeah. I don't know if anybody else can feel it, but there is electricity going on between us. Oh my gosh.
And
Wow.
that's what Aquarius rules, electricity.
Oh
Uranus
my,
was the year Uranus was discovered. It was 1930. I think it was 30. Was the same year electricity was discovered. You can't
wow.
make that up. You just can't. It's
And
all
I
in
just
the
said electricity. How about that? And that's why we are getting the chills and
yeah.
all the frequency is changing, and it is real. We are energy. The world is made of energy and the universe is made of energy. And that's why our Val said our feelings are going to guide us because it's energetic.
Yeah.
Wow. It's all
You can feel
connected, you
that.
guys.
When you get real excited or falling in love, whatever it is, and that electricity inside of you, you really feel it. That's true.
I am for sure. Well, thank you,
Right.
Leanne. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that you were here
Yeah.
to hear that. And let's see, is Nancy, oh, okay. So is Nancy or Sonia here? Actually, I think I did see Sonia make a comment recently. Yeah, she said, yeah. And then Nancy, if you're here, just say hi. So Sonia would like to know, do the Galactics have a message for me this coming week? I love the way you say that.
Yes, they do. You got to think of that, right? The galactics, the off-planet, our spirit teams, angels. This is all a different frequency, but in the same energetic field as Aquarius. Is that making sense? Like on different levels. So yes, we're the galactics are that's probably going to be one of the things that do come into us, with ETs coming in. That'll be during this Pluto and Aquarius, I think, for
Sure, in
sure.
the next 20 years for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody, before the end of before 2030 for sure.
Yeah.
So this decade, in other words. So all these changes are going to happen. So Sonia wants to know what's going to happen this week.
I got receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe that you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. And that's another thing, right? I don't think a lot of us feel worthy. We've been working on that, right, all of our lives. But honestly, believe that you can create that dream in your heart. That's what I just heard, Sonia. And solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. Okay.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, so believe that. You have that, we all have this, right? This internal um the solar plexus that motivates us, that helps us go forward. You got I am presence also. Light body activation, accessing the divine within. So that again could definitely be the solar plexus. Connect to that. Believe that you are worthy of whatever it is that you want to create.
I like that I am presence, Val, that you're connecting it to the solar plexus. And I hope you were finished. I didn't mean jump in. That I feel as though when you say the galactics and you're getting this I am message, you are galactic. I am galactic. You are them, they are you, and we all are one. And it's almost like you have this connection of it could have been in a past life of yours. And this is that I am that Val is bringing out, and that solar plexus, and you being interested in the galactic realm and the galactic messages. And they're just saying that to believe that you are. And I also heard that they want you to write them a letter, or write yourself a letter. Write your solar plexus a letter, or write the galactics a letter, and see what comes through, and make it from you to them. But you'll be surprised at when you read it, and just think of it being sent to you, and how, because they said the I am, they are you are them. So when you write the letter to them and then read it back as if they are sending it to you, I think you'll really find some beautiful messages.
I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness. That was brilliant, Jean. And this is again something we could all do this week leading up to this new moon. The new moon in Aquarius, new moons are for planting your seeds, speaking your desires into the ethers, right? Writing it, speaking it, honoring it, ceremony. Just think you can do anything and that inspires you to go forward.
Beautiful.
I guess I'm so excited about humanity. Humanity is on a whole new path.
She says, thank you so much, Val. She's like, wow, I'll claim it. And she's like, thank you so much, Jean. Will do. Look at the little dragon, a little angel. I love it. Those emojis do not get wasted on me. I love seeing each and every one, and I feel the love behind them for sure. Okay. So Nancy says that she's here, and she said that she's a Pisces with a Scorpio moon. So thank you, Nancy. I love that you put that in there and shared that with us, and it makes it feel like a whole new reading, right? We didn't plan on this. It just happened.
Oh, go ahead. So go ahead.
I'm just saying, it just happened.
It does. It's so beautiful. The spirit. Pisces again, Pisces and Scorpio, two water signs. Pisces knows everything. You know, like all of us have this Pisces in us, right? Where it's unlimited. You don't know the limits of your thoughts. Okay, this is what the message is about. You're limiting your thoughts, Nancy, on some level. To remember that you have these energies in you where you can open up and see a bigger view, a bigger vista coming in for you, coming in for humanity. Don't limit yourself is what I'm hearing. And then I got quickly magic, like you do this. Okay, it's kind of the same message as before about going inside. Go inside, connect to your heart, get in there and really dig in there. So what is holding you back from believing? I want to cry that you can't have what it is you desire. There's something like there's a block in you. I think that you're imposing it on yourself. You know. Ooh, Nancy. You know, we're all unique individuals and we all are love and we all deserve love, you know. But the first love comes from ourselves. It's beautiful.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was feeling the same thing, that it was very similar to it. I can't remember if it was the last one or the one before this, that you're hard on yourself, Nancy. And this is the Scorpio moon coming in, and you have a lot of judgment about yourself. And you may not even you feel like, oh, I'm not hard on myself. I'm very kind to myself, but there is something in your, there's like a wound or a part of you that you're hard on yourself about. That is, it's almost like, well, I'll never be able to buy that house now because I this. It's almost like you're managing your own expectations and you're telling yourself a story of the future that is it could not be farther from the truth, that you will be able to get that house. So, that's just a for instance, whatever the goal is. And there's nothing that you could have done or not done to affect the outcome. We all don't know what the outcome is. And this is the infinite possibilities that Aquarius and Pluto is allowing us. All the energies from before that you were limiting yourself and being hard on yourself and almost telling yourself the end of the story before the story is over. There is no end to the story. We don't know the options or and they want you to know to believe in miracles, Nancy.
That's what I got. See, that's the card I just picked for her. Believe in miracles.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I just want to cry. I mean, it's so beautiful for you.
For sure. For sure.
Sorry,
Nancy.
I didn't mean to do that.
And it doesn't have to be. We all know that you're capable, reliable, highly functioning, wonderful souls out there. We do know this. We know that but we're letting you know that these areas where we kind of can't get past, or these areas that kind of keep recurring inside of us, this is what we're saying. It's almost like you can take off the heavy coat now, Nancy, and that, revealing the new you underneath of it, because you're moving through Pluto. You're saying hello to Pluto, and then you're moving into Aquarius. So I hope that makes sense to you, to manage your expectations. Don't be hard on yourself, and try not to tell yourself the end of the story when the story has not ended.
Yeah.
Don't say, because of this, then this has got to be the outcome. That's try and those old paradigms, those old conditions are no longer in effect. Those rules, those energies are no longer in this energy, in this new energy for you, Nancy. So I hope that makes sense for you. Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
She's saying, Yeah, there is, and I'm 70 now. How sweet. That's right. This is your new chapter.
It is, yeah.
New
It
chapter.
really is just a number. You know, it really is. It's the things that we've been told over and over, and then we picked up and started telling ourselves over and over. And here we are, really, truly in a new energy, and we have the ability, the freedom, right? Freedom. That card came up with the miracle card to
Mhm.
believe in the miracles of whatever it is for any of us here. But this is still for you, Nancy, what your heart truly wants and desires.
Worried
Really.
Girl says 70 is the new 45.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Nancy. I know you got your I don't know, your girlfriend on. I know that you've got your badass girlfriend on.
Mhm.
I know
So,
it. And that scenario of the house, let's just say it's the house, and you say, well, because of what happened before, and because of what I didn't do earlier in life, then I can't have that house now. And I know
yeah,
it's not the house, but
yeah,
whatever it is that you're telling yourself you can't have, those rules are no longer applicable here. So don't tell yourself the end of that
yeah.
story. I'm sorry I keep repeating it, but I just wanted
No,
to.
because it's perfect to say that over and over again. The old rules do not apply because we are all making the new way forward.
Yep.
We're the ones we've been waiting for. And just for the miracles, have faith that your miracle is on its way, Nancy. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. See, we all do that though, right? How, there's no way. How's that going to happen? I do it to myself. I have to stop myself all the time throughout the day and go, whoa, wait a minute, you know. And freedom, live wild and free. Choose your freedom, claim your independence. And that can be from illness too. Not saying that um, you can be fully healed. I don't know why I'm saying this, but you are on your way to healing for sure.
Yeah. For sure. How
Yeah.
beautiful. So
Ooh,
if anybody is just now, oh, you're welcome, Nancy. She's saying I appreciate you both. If
no.
anybody is just now joining us, we're going to be doing a drawing for a free reading for Val, and it's a natal chart reading. And it just like Ginny did here, it's hashtag Pluto, Pluto,
Mhm.
all together, no spaces. And if you're just now joining us, make sure you put it in. And we're going to do the reading, I mean, the drawing in just like 30 seconds. So make sure you put it in if you haven't already.
Oh my
Oof.
goodness. I
And
just picked it. Go ahead.
we all
Sorry.
like to watch this. So I'm going to share the screen and
Yeah.
pop it up in there. All right. So ready, you guys? Oh, okay. Here it is. So hashtag Pluto. Oh, okay. Loving Life got in. Samantha got in. Good. You did get in. You did get in. Let me make sure. Good, guys. I'm glad you did. Yep. Nancy got it again. Yep. I see it. I see the number going up. So maybe I'll wait like maybe 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. I think everybody who wants to get in on it has done. So good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody, for a free reading with Valerie from Illumination Portal, Flower Beauty Peacock,
Nice. Oh,
Rainbow. Congratulations.
I love the
Congratulations.
name.
Congratulations. And
Yeah.
you can contact Valerie here at loveucu11 at Gmail and just say winner and let her know, and you can schedule a reading with her. And how
Yeah.
exciting is that? And everybody else who has not had a reading with Val, it's really just such a important part of what's coming up. If I mean it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
really amazing. I know everybody's saying congratulations, but they're all saying, man, I wish I would have got it.
It is so important right now. Like you said, it is so important to know follow your heart is your navigation tool, right? If you get a reading from anybody and they help you, that's beautiful. But the astrology right now is so important going forward.
And everybody is so sweet. You guys are all
Yeah,
saying
they are.
congratulations to her.
They're
And
adorable.
everybody wanted this. I'm telling you, Val is in big, big demand. I mean, look at how much, and she's going to be on in an hour at the Crone Zone, and she's going to be on Tuesday and Wednesday, right? And then she'll be
Mhm.
back on we'll be on Val's channel, but I'll be her hype girl on
Yeah.
Friday night.
I love Jean being a hype girl. Oh, thank you, Jean. Oh man.
Mhm.
And Diana will be there, Diana Bowles. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Flower Beauty Peacock Rainbows from India is what I'm guessing. I saw one of her. Yeah, I'm so excited. Love from India. Oh, that's
Okay, great.
cool.
Good. Wonderful. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
lovely.
Jean, excellent reader. Medium.
Aw,
Thank you. Really
thank
cool.
you.
That's what
Aw,
Nancy's saying. Yes.
thank you, Nancy. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. That was really very nice of you. I love
Excellent.
it. I love it. What a wonderful group we had. And Warrior Girl, thank you very much for being a
Yeah.
moderator extraordinaire. Were working and you're probably working up a sweat there, I'm telling you. She was fast on the draw. But we appreciate you and all your hard work. And Val, we appreciate you and
You're
all
welcome.
of your hard work. And just it's so exciting. Go ahead.
I just went, well, I was just playing around, and I shuffled, and this was on the bottom. And they want me to bring it up. Rebirth, reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality.
Wow. Isn't
Chills
that what
again.
Aquarius is, right?
Yes, and then miracles and freedom, where they still want me to go with those two for everybody. There, that you're rebirthing, and the
What is
miracles
that
are
deck?
there.
I know that people have asked you that before. Do you
This is
have
the
that?
Oracle of the Unicorns.
Oh, wow. No wonder. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
cool.
And I just want to say a shout out to sweet Terry Suzuki. Thanks for stopping by and saying hey. We love seeing
Aw,
you here. Wasn't it a dynamic show, you guys? Oh
it
my
was. I always have
gosh.
fun with you. I
Don't we
love
all
hanging
have
out with
fun?
you. Yes.
We
I
never
love the energy. Doesn't it just always just feels like makes your heart so happy. Makes my heart very happy. I love
we
all of your
we
energy
never
today.
know what's going to happen. We
Mm,
just don't. That's what
so
makes it
don't plan
so
it.
exciting. So exciting. Well, thank you, Val, very much, and thank you everybody for putting in your questions and being there with us. And it's really all of these messages are really important for everyone to hear. I feel
Yeah.
they were universal. But thank you for asking your questions and for being, putting yourself out there for us to read your signs and your rising and all that, so that we could get to know a little bit more about those. That was so much fun. I
That
have to
was
do that
fun.
tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. I'm sure there's 100 people on Sundays, so we'll be back, or Valerie will be back on the Crone Zone at 3 p.m. So please go over and make sure you're there to support Val. Thank you very much, everybody. Happy Sunday. See you soon. Thank you, Val.
Thank you, Jean. Thank